The old mansion where the two girls were brought to was abandoned and dilapidated. The walls and trees surrounding it added to the eerie atmosphere. The old house's walls were covered with molds and were broken. The entire place was filled with cobwebs and unhinged cabinets, and windows were broken and some shattered. The kitchen was messy and dusty with spoiled leftovers scattered everywhere, making the entire place smelly. The two girls come face to face with the masked man. They were pushed to the ground and both girls cringed in fear. The leader flicked his fingers to his men as a cue to leave him alone with Monica. Ingrid was fighting off with the men not wanting to leave Monica, so they dragged her forcibly away, while Monica was trembling with fear. The masked leader stood up from his seat and came closer to Monica. Monica, at that moment, was breathing heavily and cried uncontrollably. Something weird is happening with her. She felt threatened and trembling, then she began to experience stabbing headaches.
She suddenly spoke in fear and simultaneously screamed in fright, trembling, "Please don't hurt me, spare me. I am conceiving. Don't come near me. Don't kill me, please. Have mercy on this child inside me."
The masked leader was shocked. He took off his mask and embraced Monica as he spoke inquiringly, whispering, "Do you remember now what happened to you, Monica? Can you tell everything what happened?"
Monica at that instant became bewildered. She freed herself away from the man, unable to look at his face for recognition, but instead she held her stabbing head, confused, unable to process her present situation from her past ordeal, that she fell down to her knees, crouched herself in fear, then wailed.
She cried tremblingly and with enraged voice. She said, "Yes, I remember now. I was held prisoner after Henry's close-in bodyguard was shot in cold blood because Joe fought for me. And then I was able to escape and those men started to chase me and fired at me. I was hunted like a wild animal. Then my belly started hurting and I was bleeding, afraid for the baby inside me that I may lose it."
The leader seemed to feel Monica's ordeal, then asked, "Where is the child inside you, Monica? Who rescued you?"
Monica stood and faced her predator and said, "You tell me, Dale. You think you can get away from your crimes? You think I didn't know that? You were responsible about Joe. You're having me kidnapped, of having me hunted as your prey, to the point of losing the child inside me. And then, not satisfied of what you've done, you didn't stop there. You continued your search for me, then took advantage of my amnesia. You pretended to having fallen in love with me and hid your real identity using the name Andy. I remember now. Everything came very clear to me, so stop your pretensions. Now, why were you holding us here as your prisoner? To finish what you failed to do, is that it?"
Dale was gobsmacked. He was caught, unprepared. He gazed at Monica, grappling for the right words.
Then he replied, "How would you feel when you see your mother hurting, so heartbroken because her husband gone astray and she was powerless? All she wanted was a peaceful life with her husband around her."
Monica felt a stab directly to her heart, for she knew what Dale was implying.
"I was in a comatose state, they thought I was, and Mum was at my bedside. She was already in pain because of what Dad did. Adding to that pain was watching me, half dead, which she thought I was. I felt her sorrow and I felt so angry at you for hurting my mum. So I promised to avenge my mum's loss of Dad's love and attention. I promised to put a stop to Dad's craziness over you. Everyone in the household thought I will be confined in bed after I woke myself up. I pretended to be paralyzed and partially blind. I took that as an opportunity for me to plan, and I was able to act on my own when Dad left with Mum to the UK. I planned to take you completely away from Dad by hiding you, and because I was in love with you since, I knew you will learn to love me too in time."
Monica felt his sincerity and honesty, but everything about it was very wrong.
"I understand you, but I couldn't forgive you for what you had done. Everything was wrong, from the start of your plan up to this moment. And my ferocity on you will never cease, because you almost killed me, and worse, I lost my baby. I can never forgive you."
Did you know that during the time I courted you, even if I looked like a fool because of your amnesia, I was falling in love with you again, and I almost put away my plan for revenge, considering that if ever you got your memory back, you would recall the good times we spent together. Wasn't that enough to exonerate me from what I did? But looking through your eyes, I could only see regret and anger for me. I'm sorry I lied. For telling you I loved you, I still have to do as planned. I will make you and your sister, Arian, suffer the utmost punishment I have prepared for both of you. You sisters are gold diggers, hungry for wealth. I don't want to see my brother go through again the pain that you had done to him and wrecking my family.
What punishment does Dale have in mind to make the sisters suffering beyond their own control and imagination? Will they be saved on time?
What do you think this part of the series? Write your comment on the comment section, click like, then subscribe and share. Your support is encouraging. Thank you so much. See you in the next video on my YouTube at Victoria Marinoble, and TikTok. Part 97 is next.